All right, hey there everyone. This next video lesson is going to specifically deal with gamma. All right, so this will be a quick, short video lesson because it's if you were to replace this term gamma with delta, they function almost identical. The only difference is, all right, the only difference. So this gamma that we are referring to is it operates very similarly to delta. It's all about how price moves, okay? So gamma is still dealing with direction. Positive gamma means you want it to move up. Negative gamma means you want it to move down. And this tells you, you'll see right here, as a tool, gamma can tell you how stable your delta is. So while, gamma is, if you can think of gamma as an accelerant of delta, all right? So when your delta gets big, your gamma is the reason that it gets big fast, all right? So maybe let that sink in for a second. So, while you are absolutely wanting to concern yourself and watch what the delta is doing, even more importantly is you need to be aware of when your gamma begins to get out of line, because your gamma will make your delta, is what makes your delta accelerate quicker or slower, okay? So, you can read all of this about gamma. There are many different option strategies called gamma scalping, where essentially what traders do is they create an option spread, they create an option position that is delta neutral, that they just take advantage of this gamma change, how gamma changes based upon time, based upon volatility, based upon price. And so you want to be aware of gamma, and I want you to be thinking more about delta and its influence, but do not ever underestimate gamma, because gamma is what accelerates and changes your delta. It took me personally a long time before I fully appreciated and respected the power of gamma, because you think it's laying there dormant and docile, and it's, your I don't know, lassie dog, if you will, in the corner of the room that's just sleeping and not doing anything, and it's taking a nap, until it wakes up and it becomes a pit bull that attacks you and completely just overwhelms you. There's nothing you can do about it, all right? So I want to show you how that looks, because what you'll notice here, if I change this delta to gamma, all right? So let's change this to gamma. What you'll notice is these numbers are significantly different, right? It's either 0, it's plus 0.01, or it's 0 again. So what does that have to do? I mean, what does that mean? Well, there's only 3 days to expiration. Go a little bit farther out. Look what you've got here. All right. What is your gamma? 0. It's all 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So hang on a second. You just got done saying that gamma is the accelerant of delta, and yet I see all these zeros. Well, what the gamma does, let's say we come right here and we will buy an at-the-money single option. This gamma right here calculates and measures the rate at what this delta is going to change. All right, so I want to just go back to showing you a right at the money option. We'll just go a far out of the money option, and then we'll just go one that's deep in the money. All right, so this relationship between delta and gamma will be positive, adding to the changes in a positive delta. So remember what I said, that every 1 point that SPX changes, you will theoretically make $46.65, okay? That was just the last video lesson. So gamma adds to delta, so that let's say that the SPX moves from 2081 to 2082. Well, your new delta at 2082 is not going to be 46.65. It's going to be 46.65 plus 0.47. So that acceleration is what makes the delta change, and that is gamma. All right? It's a cousin to delta. These both deal with price. And so what I really want you to be aware of is these two right here are price. This one right here is time. And this one right here is volatility. So in theory, there are 4 Greeks. There's delta, there's gamma, there's theta, there's vega. In reality, you really only need to be concentrating on 3 components of them: price, time, volatility. All right? So we'll just say price, time, volatility. All right, so that's really super, super important. This is an at the money. Well, look at the difference when you go out of the money. All right? It's still, the relationship is there, but it's a lot less. The gamma is a lot smaller, delta is a lot smaller. You're way far out of the money. The option has to move a long way before this becomes into play. When you go in the money, what do you notice? Delta is huge, right? Almost 100. Gamma is very small. So the out of the money and the in the money gammas, all right, oops, sorry. The out of the money gamma, 0.13. The in the money gamma, 0.10. The at the money gamma, 0.47. This is where it's important. At the money gamma has the biggest influence in changes to price. All right, so when you start getting a position, side note here, borderline advanced topic. When you start getting a position that has multiple legs, multiple spreads, multiple moving parts, your delta begins to get too positive. Let's say that your delta is getting uncomfortably large, and your market, you're trading right at the market, and your gamma begins to get much larger. This gamma will absolutely take this delta and just explode it. So, like I said, that little Lassie, you know, happy-go-lucky, easy-going dog that's laying in the corner of your room that you think is sleeping, all of a sudden wakes up, becomes this ferocious pit bull, and attacks you. And you have to be aware of the gamma impact and how that affects things. So, again, all these concepts, I'm just wanting you to get the basic concepts right now. We will absolutely discuss and talk about these as you see positions evolve and get created and get adjusted, but just know that gamma and delta go hand in hand together, and gamma should not be taken lightly. It absolutely should not be taken lightly. Okay, so theta is coming up next, and then we'll finish up with vega, and then the last video I will walk through just a couple of simulated trades to just kind of show you how they all kind of interact with one another, and that might help make some of these concepts come to life a little bit easier. All right, so thank you much, and we'll have more in just a minute. Bye.